Hi everyone. I hope you are still healthy. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to Mindful Monday. One of the questions that I received for today's Mindful Monday is actually kind of a long question, but I'm quickly going to read and show it to you. It says, what is the difference between anxiety and depression, and how will I know if I have one of these? Right, so what is the difference between the two, and how will I know? So, this is actually a very good question and very relevant, especially in the times that we are living. And since the COVID pandemic has hit us in December 2019, all of the research has showed that anxiety and depression has increased tremendously in the population. So, therefore, this is such an important topic. And I thought that because it's such a huge topic, it might be more important and relevant if we actually split it up before we discuss it. So we will be discussing this in two very different and distinctive parts. Today we will be discussing anxiety a bit, and then next week we can touch on depression. So, as I have previously said on this channel many times, I am not a clinical psychologist. I do, however, work in the mental health field and with other mental health professionals as well. Therefore, I feel I can speak a bit on this specific topic. So, when talking about anxiety, there is actually so much topics that we can touch on with regards to this. So, I thought maybe for today we can touch a bit on what exactly is anxiety and what is the symptoms thereof. And then on Facebook, on the page this week, we will then explore some of the other aspects like how you can manage this at home and self help and more other related stuff. All right. And then from there on, we will take it step by step. All right. So, just to also show you, anxiety can be so many things. We all just know one or two causes of anxiety, but actually, all of this different kind of phobias that we get, and all of these things that you hear, this person is so scared of this, and all of those things we saw on movies with regards to phobias, is actually also part of anxiety, social anxiety, panic disorders, panic attacks, OCD, all of those things is part of anxiety. But for today, we are not going into that. We are just going to touch on general anxiety. And it's actually so much more than just worrying about something. We say it's excessive fear and anxiety. So it's all of the time. It's worrying even when there is no specific thing to worry about and no specific threat present or no danger. So many people who are struggling with anxiety also have physical symptoms such as sweating, being nauseous or diarrhea. And normally there is no physical symptoms or physical reasons for these things, and that is why there is a psychological reason for that as well. And this anxiety that they are experiencing is so bad that they cannot carry out their normal day to day activities or responsibilities. And like I said, the symptoms is unrelated to any other medical condition, and it's also unrelated to the effect of substances that they are using. So, what is the symptoms of anxiety? It's normally excessive anxiety, like we said, or worry, and it's present for more than 6 months. So, it's not just today and tomorrow, or you are worrying about a specific event or test or related to a specific challenge that you are experiencing. This is always there, and it's challenging to control. And the worrying normally shift from one topic to another. It is accompanied with more, at least three of the following physical or cognitive symptoms. These persons normally are very edgy or restless, and they are very tired, more fatigued than usual, are struggling with concentration, or they feel like their mind goes blank because they are constantly stressed and worried about something. They might also be very irritated about something, and they may not observe it, but people around them sometimes does. This can also be with muscle aches and soreness, and they may experience difficulty in sleeping. Like I said, I am not a clinical psychologist, but I do work in the mental health field as well, where we see a lot of people with anxiety as well. No, it is extremely difficult for people who do not have anxiety to understand what people with anxiety is going through, because they are constantly worrying, and for people who do not have anxiety, they cannot understand this because they do not see anything that that person is worrying about. So as with any other mental health conditions, there's a lot of ways to treat anxiety. um, there is medication, but there is also other ways to treat it. So the most important thing is to get assistance if you have recognized some of these symptoms in yourself or in someone else. It is important to go to a mental health professional and to get assistance. So please subscribe to my channel, follow my page on Facebook, because we will be exploring this in a bit more detail during the week that is coming. Also, remember to tune in next week when we will be talking about depression. Have a good week.